Hello, I'm Jonathan Boyle, the current ISA Baton Rouge Section President. We are changing the way we currently do our monthly meetings. I'll introduce everyone to Scott Hayes with Maverick Technology. He's going to kind of show us what's going on here. But we're going to be doing a live webinar of all our meetings along with video feeds so that everyone can join in either remotely or at a later date if we have time to see it. So, Scott, we'd like to come over here and introduce you.
Thanks. Okay, we'll get started. Okay, like Jonathan said, I'm Scott. I'd like to welcome everybody to the meeting. And what we're going to talk about is how the ISA meeting was traditionally run and then what we plan to change. So a traditional ISA meeting, the speaker got up, gave his presentation to an audience, and then the people who could get there got there. So, and that in itself created a problem. You know, the Gulf Coast, the Baton Rouge control systems community is very diverse. It's spread out almost to New Orleans, almost to Monroe, everybody within that area. Where are you going to place a meeting where everybody can get to it? There's driving distance. You got to be able to leave your office, leave your plant. So it's difficult to get there. The other problem is the guy giving the presentation, he may be really good at it, but he's got to be talking about a topic that's of interest to you for an hour, 50 minutes. And our industry is kind of segmented. You know, there are people who are interested in analyzers. There are people who are interested in analyzers, in control systems, in other things. So it segments it quite a bit. So and also that speaker has to be of interest to you. Is it someone who is in a particular area of automation that you are also interested in? It may be an analyzer person. It may be someone on a control valve. It may be someone who's interested in PLCs or a new topic along those lines. And if that technical topic isn't particularly in your area, you may not be interested in it. So this format, this traditional format, worked real well before the internet because you didn't have as much access to information. If you wanted to get what was new from a vendor, you really had to talk to that vendor. Now, that information is available on the internet, so it's not required. Okay, so we felt like we had a case for a web-based meeting. Not that we wanted to take away from the meeting where people got together, but to expand it so that more people could get involved and more people could get to it. So nowadays, you can access a meeting from any computer or smartphone, and what this allows you to do is to create a virtual meeting inside of any conference room, a hearing firm, or a plant to make that effective communication. So, for example, I like ISA. You know, I'm interested in the topic. So, but I can't get out of the plant that day. Well, if I schedule a conference room for that day, then anybody walking by, and the other ISA members can walk by and then walk into the meeting, can see the meeting. So it gives us that ability. So having a new meeting like this, the old format would work, but we think a new format would be helpful, make it more interesting to everybody, and make it more web-based. So the first principle of the meeting is keep it to a tight 45-minute structure. We want people to come back. People are busy these days. They live their life by the calendar. So the intent is to get value out of that 45 minutes. And first 15 minutes is a traditional presentation, just like I'm doing now. Speaker gives a presentation, gives a PowerPoint on something new and interesting, technology, product, whatever. After that 15 minutes, then a host conducts an interview with that speaker about either more information about the topic or about his story, his background, how to get into the present job, but a conversation. To me, the value of a conversation about someone is always interesting. I like what we do. I like this field, but I really like the people that are in this field. I think that's interesting. So I think a hosted interview is the way to go. 15 minutes conversation. Then the third 15 minutes is question and answer. Not a free form, raise your hand, ask whatever you want, but a structured Q&A. So you submit questions, the audience submits questions, the virtual audience submits questions, and the screener goes through and picks those questions that are of most interest to everyone. And then the host then asks those questions, again, as part of the conversation. And the idea here is to build community. We want as many people involved, as many people participating, and we encourage side conversations. The software allows chat between individuals, in small groups. And so you can have a conversation during the meeting about the topic without taking away from the experience for other people. Then once the meeting's over, we have some other things that we have. If you're an ISA member, you can log into the site, answer a short quiz based on the original 15 minutes, and then get a certificate for the PDH hours. It doesn't prevent the PDH hour structure that we had before, but it's an extra bonus for members. So we'll track the training, and you get credit for that if you're a member. If you are a member and you miss the meeting, you can at any time view the video to attend, get the benefit of what was said, and also answer the quiz and get the certificate for PDH credit.
Good morning. I'm Harold Keegan, and I am the treasurer for the Baton Rouge section. Scott, tell us how you got into this business.
Well, in automation, I kind of fell into it, like a lot of other people. I graduated in mechanical engineering at a time when there really weren't any jobs, so I went offshore. Worked offshore for a few years and decided that was not the life for me. So I decided I found that there were surface systems on rigs, and then from there I learned about PLCs and then moved into the business, and I've loved it ever since.
How long have you been in the automation field?
That's like asking a woman her age. I've been doing controls, I think, around 15 years.
You're at Maverick now. Where have you been before that?
Lots and lots of places. I started as an integrator doing PLC work. I've worked for various integration companies, did some time in operations at Georgia Gulf and Dow, and now back in consulting at Maverick.
If there's somebody out in the audience that would like to get into the automation field, where would you tell them to get their start?
For the most part, an engineering degree is a good start. The chemical, mechanical, electrical, we're one of the few fields that accepts a wide berth. So there's a lot of ways to get into it. Chemical seems to be a pretty good path, even though mine was mechanical. The kind of burning desire, the thing that I think makes people want to, or that people find attractive, is in automation, in instrumentation. Your goal is that you're trying to make somewhat the world a better place. Every project that I'm doing is to make the operators' lives easier, make it safer. So that desire will get you there. Programming helps, technical expertise helps, but that kind of belief that automation is not stealing our jobs, it's making America better, making plants better, is definitely a start.
How long have you been with the ISA?
I initially started ISA early in my career. And then, unfortunately, over time, found there wasn't a lot of value in meetings. The ISA seemed to turn into more of a bookstore than anything else. And with going to work for Maverick, my boss was very active in ISA. So, of course, since my boss is active, something I looked into. And in looking into it, that's what we've met and talked about, that maybe there's something more we can do. Maybe we can build more of a community, open it up more, and that's what we're trying. So recently, it's been the last year, but that's what we've been working on.
Mr. Hayes, we have a question from the audience. We have a participator, Mr. Jeff Young, who is with Syngenta and also an ISA member for here in Baton Rouge. He would like to know if you have a preference on a control system that you'd like to work with.
That's obviously a loaded question. They definitely come in all flavors. My personal expertise is primarily in ABB, but I've worked in a lot of systems, and I don't know. There's a few I like more than others, and there's a few I like less than others. But I don't know.
Good answer. Thank you, Mr. Hayes.
Okay. All right. So we'll conclude the meeting. Like I said, this is an example of the new format we're hoping to roll out with the January meeting. So be looking for invitations and all that. When the invitation comes out, we're still working the kinks out. So I would expect some technical problems connecting and hooking up. We're hopefully going to connect up early. So if you're going to connect into the meeting, try and connect a little early. And if you're in a conference room, let us know, so that we know kind of who's out there and who's there, and we can help prioritize who stays connected and how we connect in. So we're looking forward to it, and we hope to see you at the next meeting.